Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. This week I'm going to be talking all about curl types. I know I've been kind of MIA. I've just been really busy with work and just trying to find free time after work to relax, and before work I was going so early, like there was just no time to film. But anyways, I'm back and I have a lot of curly hair videos lined up for you guys. I have so many good ideas and tips and tricks and things that I found helpful when I was transitioning. And these are just the kind of videos that I would be glued to my computer watching hour after hour after hour until my boyfriend would ask me why I've been sitting at my computer watching curly hair videos all day. But here I am to do that to you guys. So this first video in my little curly hair series is about curl type. And I feel like this is just the base of knowing what to do with your hair. So let's just get right into it. As many of you may or may not know, there are a million different types of curls. Everybody, it's so hard to say my curls are just like her curls or his curls or their curls, whatever, because everybody's curls differ so much. But to make it easy, there are 4 hair type groups. Group 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 being straight hair. Just your normal straight hair, no type of curl at all. And I'll insert a graph, just like a little picture here of the type 1, 2, 3, 4, and then when I talk about it, I'll break it down into different photos. So like I said, group 1 is just straight hair. Group 2, you get into your wavy hair. So it's just kind of straight, but you have more of like a little wave to your hair, and it is susceptible to frizz. 2A, oh my gosh, this is a tongue twister. 2A is just your normal wavy hair. You'll just have kind of like a little wave in your hair and it is susceptible to frizz. And you will see this in groups 2A to 2C. You kind of have that frizz there, and yes, you just have that wave. Group 2B is a little bit wavier, and you're starting to see, rather than your hair kind of being in one big natural wave, you're kind of seeing different strands break off and be wavy and a little bit more piecey and like starting to go into that like beach wave look. And then you get into type 2C and you're getting closer to an actual curl. Your curls or your strands of hair are kind of one of its own. You're almost getting into the actual like curl, but you're still kind of a little bit more wavy. And for type 2 hair, you kind of want to stay with the lighter products, not creams, no like leave-in conditioners. You're usually just using something very light. So going into type 3 hair, which is what I have, there's also type 3A, B, and C. 3A, you're really starting to turn into a curl here. So you don't necessarily have the ringlet type, but you're more of an S curl. So you are seeing some more pattern in there, and you really want to scrunch that hair up to make it as defined as possible, as you want to do as well in group 2, especially 2B and C. To get the most definition out of that wavy hair, you want to take those products and scrunch. Moving into type 3B hair is kind of where I fall in. I'm kind of somewhere in between. I don't know, I have different strands in group A, B, and C. My hair is all over the place. So on my first day of my wash and go, my hair will be more on the side of a 3A to a 3B. So my hair won't be very curly. It will have some wavy pieces in there. You'll see that S curl, and you will see some ringlets, but they haven't necessarily formed yet. And then today I'm on my day 3 hair, I believe, and I'm starting to branch a little bit out of the 3A, moving more into the 3B, and a few 3C curls are in here somewhere. So 3B, let's start there, is more of the 3B is almost your ringlet. You have a lot of spiral there. You have a little bit of wave, but you're not really quite there where you can like stick the pencil or something up your curl. So you also want to do scrunching movements here as well. I mean, all of group 3, you really want to scrunch the product into your hair, and you can start using different hair methods to put your product in, like the LOC method, LOC, which it's lotion, oil, cream. You really want to start with that lotion, the leave-in conditioner. You want to put in that oil, and then you want to seal it with some type of cream. This will really help keep the moisture in your type 3 hair. But within these types, there are different things called porosity, density. I'll get into that in other videos, but that will also determine what kind of method you will use to put the product in your hair. So going back to 3B hair, you're kind of past the wave, you're past the S shape, you're almost to a ringlet, but you have really loose, pretty defined curls. Going into 3C, that is the curliest of this group. And you are having the ringlets, your hair it's big, it's defined, and you have the most hold. Whereas someone like me, that's why it takes me so long to build up to the 3C, because I don't have much hold in my hair. My hair is very fine, and you will see that more in the more in the section A and B, whereas when you're going to C, your hair might be a little bit more coarse, which is why you're holding more of a curl. Again, here in type 3C, you can use more of those cream-based products rather than using a water-based gel or something like that, because your hair will not weigh down as much as a type 3, A, B, or even a 2. So lastly, moving into type 4, you have your kind of kinky, coily curls. Your hair is really wound up, really, really tight, kinky curl, or you are going into a Z-type curl, meaning your shrinkage is real. Your hair might be this long, pull it and you can really see that. Pull it and you're all the way out to here, just as long as mine. This is a lot of people mistaken people with type 4 hair to have very coarse hair, and that's not always true. People with type 4 hair can also have fine hair, which is why they are just as susceptible to damage as somebody in the type 3 range. Type 4 hair can take more than type 3. Type 3, you still really have to be careful with your hair. You can't tug on it too much. You have to be careful when you're detangling. You have to remember to deep condition, because if you don't do these things, you're really going to tell by your hair. Your hair in type 3 speaks to the world. You need to treat it right to get the right results. Whereas in type 4 hair, you could maybe do more to it and you won't be able to tell as much. You're going into more of the afro, the bigger hair, and here you really, really want to use your creams and oils. You want to do oil treatments over something like a deep conditioner, because you need more of that moisture and you need it to penetrate all throughout your hair. So like I said, oil treatments, like hot oil, creams, lots and lots of creams rather than using just a gel. A gel will not do much for your hair if you have a type 4, because it is extremely, extremely dry. It is the most dry group out of the curl groups that we have here. So to recap, everybody, type 1 hair is straight. Type 2 hair is wavy. You really want to scrunch those really lightweight products in your hair. Type 3 hair, you're getting more into the S shape and the coil, and you really want to really take into consideration what products you're using on your hair. Do a lot of research for type 3 hair, because it can be messed up so easily. You can use products that are too heavy and you won't even know it, and your curls are so weighed down. You can use products that are not heavy or are not heavy enough and are too water-based. You want to use a cream or a gel or just something more of a defining product to get your curls more wound up. And type 4 hair, you really, really want to put that moisture in your hair, because it is the most dry of the 4 groups. So I hope you learned a little something here. It was just a very, very broad overview of all the hair types, and I will get into more depth for you guys in another video. If you want to see more of those kind of videos and liked what I did here, please give my video a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Please leave a comment if you have anything to add, or if you have any tips for any of the hair types that I talked about today. So I hope to see you next week. Bye!